day everyone, I am Jan Albert B. Turalba from 1E1 BS Criminology, and I am going to share my knowledge that I learned from the discussion in Leia 01. Definition and the evolution of police. Ang pulis daw ay isang agency ng community or government that is responsible for enforcing the law, maintaining public order, and preventing and detecting crimes. Ang term na police ay derived from the Roman word politia, na ang ibig sabihin ay the condition of state, government, and administration. Ang pulisya daw ay nag-originate from the Greek word politeia, na ang ibig sabihin ay group of person that governs a city. It was that French ang French daw ang nag-translate the word policia to police, that refer to a law enforcement. Meron tayong tinatawag na juridical person. Ang juridical person is a being of legal existence, susceptible of rights and legal obligations, being subject of juridical relations. Ito ay it refers sa corporation, partnership, and association. Meron din tayong tinatawag na natural person. Natural person sa bandang on the other hand, it refers to a human being. Meron tayong two fundamental theories of police service, ang continental theory at ang home rule theory. Ang continental theory, the policemen are considered as servant of higher authorities. Ang home rule theory naman ay the policemen are considered as servants of the community. There are two fundamental concepts concerning police service. Ito ay ang old concept at ang modern concept. Under the old concept, the public look at policemen to be more effective if they conduct numerous arrests and put behind bars what they arrested. Under naman po ng modern concept, the public look at policemen as more effective in the absence of crime. Meron po tayong basic terminologies in police planning. Ito ay ang authority, delegation of authority, manage, organization, police accountability, police administration, police functions, police management, police organization, and police power. Ang police power po ay may inherent powers. Ang power of taxation and power of eminent domain. Meron tayong various units of police organization. The functional units, line units, and geographical or territorial units. Ang functional units of a police organization ay ang bureau. Bureau is the largest organic functional unit. The second is the division. Division is a primary subdivision of bureau. And number 3 is section. Ang section is a unit within a division. At ang pang-apat ay ang unit. ang unit ang the smallest functional group with an organization. Sa geographical or territorial units naman tayo of a police organization. Ito ay binubuo ng post, route, beat, sector, district, and area. Meron tayong types of police organizational structures. Ito ay ang line type police organization, line and staff police organization, and functional type. Meron din tayong tinatawag na PODS curve. Ito ay binubuo ng planning, organizing, directing, staffing, coordinating, recording, and budgeting. Dumako naman po tayo sa significant developments during the modern period in England. Ang una po natin ay si King Charles II noong 1633. Si King Charles ay nagpass ng law that provided for the employment of night watchmen or bellmen. Ang night watchmen or bellmen were known as rattle watch. Tinawag itong rattle watch dahil they carried rattles while on duty to inform the public of the watchful presence. Ang sunod po ay si Henry Fielding noong 1748. Siya naman po ang nag-organize group of men known as the Bow Street Runners or the Thief Catchers. The Bows nung he later formed the Bow Street Horse Patrol na ang duty ay to patrol the main roads that securing travelers from highway bandits. Ang sunod naman po ay si William Pitt noong 1785. Noong 1785, si William Pitt ay nagpresent ng isang bill sa British Parliament that ito ay tinawag for the accusation of a police force in London. Ang panghuli ay si Sir Robert Peel noong 1829. Siya ang father of modern policing system. He create Metropolitan Police Force sa London at ito ay viewed as the first world organized uniform police force. At nung naglaon, pinalitan niya at ito ay tinawag niyang Scotland Yard. Meron tayong general qualification appointment in Philippine National Police. Under the Section 14 ng Republic Act 8551, ang general qualification ay ang una, you must be a citizen of the Philippines. Kailangan daw ay tayo citizen ng Pilipinas. Pangalawa, a person with good moral conduct. Kailangan daw tayo may good moral conduct. Ang pangatlo ay you must have passed the psychiatric, geological, drug test, and physical test. Kailangan daw natin pass sa psychiatric, geological, drug test, and physical test. Ang pang-apat ay kailangan daw natin ay college graduate na you must passes ay formal baccalaureate degree. Ang panglima ay you need to have eligibility. Kailangan pasa tayo sa board exam para tayo magkaroon ng eligibility. Kung hindi tayo makapasa sa board exam, kailangan natin at least makapasa tayo sa civil service exam, career service exam na binibigay ng Civil Service Commissioner. Pag hindi pa din tayo nakapasa, kailangan pasa tayo sa makapasa din tayo sa entrance qualifying examination ng NAPOLCOM. Ang pang-anim ay kailangan tayong discharge dishonorable from previous employment. Ang pang-pito ay hindi dapat tayo na-convict by final judgment of an offense or crime involving moral turpitude. Kailangan wala tayong kaso, wala tayong final judgment sa korte, wala tayong nakomit na crime. Ang pangwalo ay ang height requirements. At least 1 meter and 62 centimeters para sa male, para sa mga lalaki. And para naman sa mga babae, kailangan 1 meter and 57 centimeters or 5'2" feet. Ang pangsiyam ay weight requirements. Hindi ka dapat sumobra or hindi bumaba sa timbang na 5 kg for the standard weight corresponding para sa ating height, sa ating edad at sa sex. At ang pang-10 ay para sa new applicant. Makakapasok tayo para sa age requirement. Kailangan hindi bababa sa 21 at hindi tataas sa 30 years old. Republic Act 8551, Philippine National Police Reform and Reorganization Act of 1998. Attrition System for Uniformed Personnel. Meron tayo sa Section 25, meron tayong tinatawag na attrition by attainment of maximum tenure in position. The maximum tenure of Philippine National Police members holding key position. The chief or the PNP chief with a maximum tenure of 4 years. The deputy chief with a maximum tenure of 4 years. The director of the staff services with a maximum tenure of 4 years. The regional director with a maximum tenure of 6 years. And the provincial or city directors with the maximum tenure of 9 years. Under naman ng Section 26 is the attrition by relief. A PNP uniform personnel who has been relieved for just cases and has not been given an assignment with 2 years. After such relief shall be retired or separated. Sa Section 27 naman, may tinatawag tayong attrition by demotion in position or rank. Any PNP personnel who is relieved and assigned to a position lower than what is established for his or her grade in the PNP staffing pattern. His/her grade within 18 months shall be retired or separated. Section 28 naman, may tinatawag tayong attrition by non-promotion. Any PNP personnel who has not been promoted for a continuous period of 10 years shall be retired or separated. Section 29. May tinatawag tayong attrition by other means. A PNP member or officer within at least 5 years of accumulated active service shall be separated based on the following. A. Inefficiency based on poor performance during the last two successive annual rating period. B. Inefficiency based on poor performance during the last three cumulative annual rating periods. C. Physical and mental incapacity to perform police functions and duties. D. Failure to pass the required entrance examinations twice and finish the required career courses except justifiable reasons. That's all for today's video. Hope you enjoy watching. Thank you. God bless you all.